What's going down, everyone? And if you're here for the brand new Borderlands update. And as you can see, 1.03 is a very small direct point in what they're doing. For PlayStation itself, it was roughly about 1/4 of a gig. If you haven't gotten this update, a quick easy way to go ahead is and check for update. You'll go ahead and say yes and okay if you need to, or at this certain situation, let's go ahead and check the history. It says bug fixes, but Mac ain't satisfied with that. Let me bring you the news and we'll get right to it today. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. For first stars to October 3rd, and what the update we're getting, it addresses stability and the reports to issue that the loop could occur when hitting the guard rank experiencing the ceiling. So they're going to go ahead and take care of a lot of things that are going to be into gameplay. Let's go ahead and zoom into the general fixes. Now the Hollow Point Guardian's rank skills no longer damage yourself and or your allies, as well as the Hollow Point Guardian rank skill has been re-enabled, addressing a report that issues where some players were unable to unlock the Ultimate Vault Hunter achievement on the Xbox. Addresses a report of issues that were the mouse functionality may have been lost in the hot joining of the friend session on the PC, and addressing the reports of the issue where some players' inventory would be not saved in their bank. Now that would be pretty lame now, wouldn't it? You're trying to save it in your bank and then it just doesn't happen. So thanks. At least this fix seems like it was addressing a lot of cool things and wasn't just like a hot fix so far. But if you are new to the network and you have your opinion, drop a comment down below. These are how things get patched. You talk about them directly, and as I pull it directly back onto the Reddit site, Borderlands 3 is very well aware of some of the players reporting the concerns for the regarding enemy behaviors. All this is going live around 3 p.m. PDT, Pacific Standard Time, I believe at that point in time. At that point, or PST would be Pacific Standard Time. My bad, PAT. PDT is Pacific Daylight Time. But anyways, besides that point is what we kind of got into gameplay as a humor. You can also see as we scroll down that the Vault Hunter adjustments for Flock are directly as the next situation that we're going to get into gameplay for information. One of the things that you'll start to see is the rock attack has been very well keenly looked into, as the guarded status effect on the enemies is damaged. It means it's pretty much almost guaranteed. Pretty much gonna get that, which is pretty cool. They've added a re-triggered delay to keep the ammo return with the situation of Barbaric. So you're gonna have a lot of cool things that you're gonna get into gameplay now with Flock. Now personally, my character, or Flack, was one of the characters that I got directly into myself, and was a very good gameplay of like a tank, stealth, and ninja. It brought everything that I wanted to for his gameplay, but I haven't explored the others. I know others have, but let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit more and see what we have. As you can see, the rack attack, which is 100% increased, leaves no trace now with the re-trigger delay of 2 seconds. The Barbaric Yelp status bonus increases by 100%. Pets no longer push around the player's character. That was probably one of the most annoying things ever. As you can see him in the background, now he's keeping his distance. That's right. Stay back there, meat thief. Hopefully. But if you've been reporting some actual bugs in this, let me know. I'd be very curious, because I was experiencing a lot back in the day. But now he should be chill. But let's go ahead and get right back over to the patches so we can finish this up and you can get back to your gameplay. Now you can see that the touch pet prompt is now lower priority and should no longer interfere with the looting or the vending machines. Thank goodness. Moe's, the grenades, is no longer an international build for the Moe's. Even if it is hilarious, the lower power and spam of this build re-triggers the delay and has been added to the grenade portion and the means of destruction. The means of destruction now can be re-triggered in the delay of 2 seconds. Let's go ahead and dive right down to the miscellaneous changes. The following balances of the following bosses have been changed accordingly down drop below. As you can see that these bosses have been concerned with their health, the shields, and made the combat loops more difficult than were intended. The Gigamine has a little too much health, so that was reduced slightly. As well as the ball is no longer regenerative in the shield, we found for a while that players' content that added during the fight, it should unfairly regenerate shields, negating the player's progress. Finally, Billy has a 25% of his health removed. We agreed that this fight often dragged on needlessly. We will be monitoring each of the bosses to make sure that the fine adjustments, and if you do have, I will have the link directly down below for the Reddit, so you can therefore go on Reddit, which they pay attention to give you your news. As that going down, let's go ahead and pull up the finite highlighted picture points. Bloated rocks no longer spawn the rattlesnakes at that portion of time and that big of a threshold. These changes can be, in the situation of the slaughter in particular, much more fun. The adjustments to the cooldown values of the display for Zane's skills, Amara's will now turn into the enemies on others. So basically she's going to be able to turn them against each other, which is pretty cool for as far as an actionable skill. Modify the loot spawn as Sierra and the Supremacy, as well as we're going down to bringing up the list a little bit farther. As well, if you had an issue with the spider ant situation drilling back out of the ground, which created a potential progress blocker that they have fixed and addressed. Resolved an issue that could have prevented enemies from spawning while in the Devil's Razor. The situation where the physics were addressed to prevent them from exiting the world like a popped balloon. Further safeguards Apollo from being launched out of the world as well, and the Rampager will no longer enter an idle at a state of inappropriate times. As well as the attacks were addressed in the Slingers. The Guardians now use their attacks to end the playthrough too. Guardians Wrath now reliability use all their ranged attacks. NPCs now slaughter the map where reported to sometimes attempted to automatically revive players in the arena. Going forward, they will no longer attempt to revive the players. Minimize the growth and the effects in the open portion of the Iridian ammo chests and can more easily see the ammo in the outside world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Borderlands 3 news for the hot fix of this week of 1.03. If you are new to the network, go ahead and hit a like, share, and subscribe, and who knows, maybe Tiny Tina might give me some of that secret sauce and we can just blow up the next update and make it big time. No hot fix, solid fix. But who knows, all subscription humor aside, thank you so much for staying with the network, and I'll see you guys and gals in the near future as your boy Mac pushes forward with the news.